head-on collision Friday night. It happened just after 8 o'clock on Highway 5393 near County Road AA. Investigators say a silver SUV crossed into the opposite lane and hit a red SUV. The 9 injured were taken to local hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. Several other vehicle accidents happened in La Crosse Saturday night. A video sent to News 8 shows a vehicle that was flipped onto its side on South Avenue heading northwest. Another video sent to News 8 shows a Jeep that drove into trees on the side of Highway 16 heading east. At around 11:30, the Jeep passed into the right lane before crashing into the trees on the side of the highway.
Well, we saw a very pleasant end to the warm weekend that we've been having, and we have even warmer conditions on the way. So definitely buckle up for these summertime temperatures. We have a week full of it coming up ahead of us. 78 was your high today in La Crosse, 77 in Eau Claire, still seeing some low 80s for folks further into southern Wisconsin. That puts most of the area around 10 degrees above average. As we go through the next few days, we're going to get even further above average. For now, a mild morning, staying a little bit warmer than we were last night, 57 for your low in La Crosse under clear skies, but already by the noon hour, getting close to that 80-degree mark. Most of the area climbing into the upper 70s already by the late morning hours. That will likely be putting our highs into the 80s, not only tomorrow, but for a couple other days coming up this week. So it's going to be a warm end to the month, but I'll have the details on it in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Today marks the end of the yearly celebrations for Oktoberfest here in La Crosse. Wrapping up its 64th year, the final day focused on families and community. News 8 Now's JDS McGee shows how the celebration came to a close.
A closing tradition that lets the community enjoy one last day of Oktoberfest. The final day of Oktoberfest offers free admission, drawing families back to the fest grounds for one last day of fun.
It's free because otherwise it can be pretty expensive for families to come in, and we want to open that door up to families that maybe wouldn't have had that opportunity, for families to come in and really see what Oktoberfest is about and feel it, and maybe these are our next generation of festers.
Kids lined up for face painting, a chalk contest, and games, while vendors and live music kept the festival atmosphere going all afternoon. The turnout capped off a weekend that organizers say drew tens of thousands to La Crosse.
We were at capacity pretty close. I would say we were pushing probably close to over 30,000, 40,000 people over the weekend.
Beyond the numbers, festgoers say it's the tradition that keeps them coming back year after year.
We go to the Oktoberfest parade every single year, and we usually come to this because it's free on the last day. So it's kind of tradition.
And for many, it's about more than just the music or the food. It's about the community.
It's a good way to engage the community and make it more of a family event for our last day of Oktoberfest. It's important to have them come down and share in Oktoberfest with not just the festival itself, but sharing it with the community.
As the 64th Oktoberfest comes to a close, organizers say they are turning their focus to year 65, a milestone they hope will be bigger than ever. Reporting in the newsroom, JDS McGee, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, JDS. Results are in for this year's Maple Leaf Parade Award winners. This year's People Choice winner was given to the UWL Alumni Band. Parade attendees were asked to vote on their favorite floats and performances based on several different categories. You can visit news8000.com for a full list of award recipients. Final Oktoberfest celebrations started bright and early this morning with a pancake breakfast at the Terry Erickson Boys and Girls Club in La Crosse. Festgoers turned out between 7:30 and 11 a.m., filling their plates with pancakes, sausage, and coffee. The event was hosted by this year's Oktoberfest parade marshals, who spent the morning serving food and greeting the crowd.
The money raised goes back to the parade marshals to fund scholarships and do their volunteer work in the community. It's very exciting to now be a part of that group.
The breakfast is a longtime tradition that organizers say brings the community together. It was all fun and footwork today at Elmaro Vineyard in Trempealeau. Teams turned out to take part in the annual Grape Stomp, a time-honored tradition where teams of 2 compete to see who can smash the most grapes. One partner does the stomping while the other catches the juice. The fastest team in each heat walks away with a ribbon and bragging rights.
We work so hard starting in the spring to get the grapes ready, and then come the fall, we're done. And then it's this big release of all this hard work and effort that we put into it. And so we wanted to share it with the community. And so we decided to do a grape harvest stomp and then just celebrate it with everybody.
Participants walked away with a grape-stained t-shirt as a souvenir from the event. Still to come, we take a last look behind the scenes of a UWL iconic location in today's eyepiece.
It's Plinko month at Wesco Home. Come play and unlock your discount. Up to 30% off all furniture and mattresses. Play to save on the comfort you've been dreaming of. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Thanks to Congressman Derek Van Orden, everything is a lot more expensive right now. Not only did he support all the tariffs that are hiking prices on everyday essentials from groceries to school supplies, he also voted to raise healthcare costs by cutting Medicaid. Meanwhile, families are trying to stretch every dollar to pay their bills. And now Republicans in Congress are actually threatening to shut down the government, which will cause even more economic chaos. Call Derek Van Orden and tell him to stop raising costs on Wisconsin families.
It's Plinko month at Wesco Home. Come play and unlock your discount. Up to 30% off all furniture and mattresses. Play to save on the comfort you've been dreaming of. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
Going away, the UWL Planetarium will soon be demolished along with the rest of Coley Hall. Chief photographer Chuck Oadsma took a look behind the scenes with the man who has run it for decades in today's eyepiece.
In theory, its basic purpose is to try and make a hemispherical dome over your head look like the real nighttime sky. If you live in cities, you don't see much, but if you go outside to see, bottom line is it can reproduce good dark skies. And I should say as a side note, this is an optical planetarium. 90% of the planetariums in the country have gone digital, like Chad has at Central High School. So first of all, the machine. You can't do anything without the projector. The console there, this at least is the thing, sun, moon, planets, stars, and a few other things. For teaching purposes, celestial equator and the ecliptic. You look in the middle here, there are 4 ectographic projectors. This is the zoom /XY. In other words, you can project the image on the mirror there, zoom in or out, and or move the mirror left, right, up or down to make the thing move on the sky. The Big Bear.
It's almost like a Wizard of Oz thing, you know. You see the man behind the curtain pushing all the buttons and pulling all the strings to make it happen. It was kind of, I don't know, it left an impression.
Black tinfoil or black cloth in the case of some of them around the edges there. The tricks of the trade. To me, it's like a theater play, but you don't have a script, you know, that you're following. You can tell I am animated. I want the students, number one, to feel that they're not bored, want to go to sleep when they're here. Astronomy and astrophysics, it's changing. I won't say day by day, but you have to know here's what they said before, but that was a theory, and now that they've got the data and are willing to change their mind and say, no, that's not what it is. We hope it's this, and we think we're closer to having the solution.
Oh, not having Bob in a planetarium in La Crosse just doesn't seem right. But in the same regard, I am hoping that that we can carry on what he's done and give credit to what he's done. The pressure's on, I guess.